Look at someone sitting quietly in a chair, watching the rain fall. From the outside, they look perfectly still, but their internal state remains a question. Are they simply existing for a moment, or are they quietly optimizing themselves for tomorrow? We have built a massive apparatus to facilitate this optimization. There are apps tracking sleep cycles, retreats charging a month's salary for absolute silence. This industry uses the clinical vocabulary of medicine to sell stillness. They frame routines and products through the lens of self-care. This multi-billion-dollar wellness market is sold as an escape, a sanctuary away from the demands of the productive world. In reality, the wellness apparatus is the productive world performing maintenance on its own machinery. The modern world prescribes this specific kind of rest. It encourages it because the downtime ensures you return to your labor sharper, faster, and more efficient than before. This leads to a crucial distinction. Modern rest is idleness carrying a productive alibi. This diagram illustrates the closed loop between effort and recovery. Rest is just a pit stop so the race can resume. We apply factory logic to psychology. Even a simple walk is absorbed into this loop, becoming a quantifiable wellness practice with target heart rate zones. Even boredom is recuperated as a tool. Media headlines announce that boredom is good for us, promising it will boost our creativity when we return to work. Idleness refuses this premise of optimization. It offers zero return on investment and produces nothing. This is not an argument against rest. Physical exhaustion is a biological reality. If you are depleted, you need to recover. A tired person should sleep without an ounce of guilt or shame. The error is not in resting. It is in the belief that rest is the only legitimate reason to be still. Requiring every moment of stillness to eventually cash out as improved performance traps us. It creates a system where work owns everything, including our leisure and our sleep. True idleness is a difficult internal discipline. When you sit down to do nothing, psychological friction begins. An internal voice immediately tries to justify the stillness as being good for focus or restoring your creativity. To be idle, you must disappoint that voice. You have to sit in the chair and actively refuse to collect any benefit from the experience. If every hour of leisure secretly serves future productivity, then your life has no true outside. It is productive all the way down. Reclaiming an hour that is genuinely free requires wasting a fraction of your time on principle. This returns us to the window and the rain, the act of doing nothing and refusing to monetize the moment. This hour produces nothing. It improves nothing. It is entirely useless. And it may be the only hour of the week that truly belongs to you. This episode was researched with the help of Notebook LM. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.